the thing about like Megan, right? Like my whole thing with Megan, right? Like we know that Megan is a great rapper, and we know that that's really it, right? Like we know that Megan is a great rapper because before Megan's album come out, and I still feel like it's okay to have this conversation, but it's like, yeah, Megan could be number 2 in the top 3 of female rappers, right? I mean, and I'm not saying like Megan is there yet, but this is a conversation that I feel like I kind of credit to Armand, because I feel like he started a lot of it in terms of Megan moving into the number 2 spot, because she is closing the gap on what her and Cardi is able to do in terms of the amount of work they put out. Megan is on her 3rd album at this point. Cardi has yet to put out her 2nd. Megan is on tour. Cardi has yet to go on tour. So I think that there is an argument to be made for Megan to enter the number 2 spot, or at least closing the gap between her and Cardi. But my question, especially after Megan dropped her album, is how much do we value? And this is, I need y'all help with this in the comments, for real, because for y'all as consumers, as critical thinkers of hip hop and female rap, and we're those of you who listen to me, we not just here because we love fun music. We're here because we value real artistry, and we evaluate and we look at real artistry critically. And so my thing with Megan is like, how much do you value making good music? Because you have all of the accolades. You have the accolades, you have the talent. We keep giving Megan so much credit. We keep giving Megan so much. Yeah, Megan is the only female rapper that could go against Nicki. Megan is the only female rapper that got bars enough. And what? She failed, right? Because she didn't respond to Bigfoot, right? But and also in the singles and in just the whole album, if you heard the whole album, Megan's music is not good. Cobra was a rocky type. I just hated it, hated everything about it, hated the messaging, hated it. But what I'll give her credit for is, going deeper and talking about mental health. That's the only thing I could give you for that. Hated it nonetheless. After that was what? Oh wait, no, Hiss, right? Hiss. I hated it. I mean, I hated everything, right? Just hated it all. And once again, I've been saying that Meg is more focused on like fighting, like Megan, and she got a lot of ops, and she got a lot of people saying a lot of things about her. So I don't mind Megan coming out swinging, but you can't. All you're doing is swinging. All you're doing is swinging. And listen to the reviews that I've given on this, what Megan has put out. All of Megan's songs are about swinging on, throwing shots and stuff like that. Even Coming to Boa, the 3rd single right before the album drop, she's still swinging, talking about taking shots. Womp, 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 womp. That's the only memorable thing about that song. Can't remember nothing else about that song. Then the album came. Absolutely trash, like trash. Like, and it's not like, oh my God, like it's no shade and it's no hate, because I could give credit where it's due, and I could say, oh, I like something, but I don't. The only thing that I could have liked off of Megan's album, and I don't even remember it, child, because I'm not even about to go back to see if I like it, but the song with her and Victoria Monet, but I think I liked it more for Victoria rather than for Meg. I heard other people say that as well. But the point is that Megan just doesn't make good music. When you heard people talk about the BET Awards, I heard I think I listened to Jessie Woo, where Jessie Woo was saying, like, Megan, your hooks, your choruses, they're not good. They're not strong. And I heard other people saying it, like other people, like I think on the Joe Budden podcast, men talking about, men are here giving Megan her credit. But when they talked about the BET Awards and they talked about Megan's performance, they were like, yeah, I just didn't know any of the songs. And so my question is, how do I say, Meg, you do have a lot of credentials and you have a lot of accomplishments, but how can I move you in the number 2 spot if you don't make good music? That is something that I am personally struggling with, because I can't give you this credit if you're not good. Your stuff is not good. So I think for me, that's a big problem. For me, that's a big problem. And also Cardi is going to face that problem as well, because even when we talk about Cardi B's first album, her first era, and her mixtapes, I liked a couple of Cardi songs off of her mixtapes, and I definitely liked a couple of songs off of Invasion of Privacy. And so I could say that at some point in time, I did, like, okay, Was Cardi my favorite artist? No, but I was still listening to her. You know, like I was listening to her, I was listening to her album, and I found some songs that I like and some songs that I hated. And but the thing is with Megan is that there's no in between with her. I don't even know how like your true like fans, like I don't understand how y'all sit there and listen to that. And I even looked in the comment section of Zach Campbell's latest video. I'm sure you heard a lot about that, and I saw a lot of people saying like, "Yo, I really love Megan. I'm a fan, but I agree," you know. And so I don't understand how like I Megan do have the she does have like she does put things in there that's not about sex and stuff, but it's just not good. You know, like it's just not good. Like it's not good. And so you don't really like pay attention to it. And even people have their critiques about Nicki Minaj, right? And they'll say, oh, like Nicki is she's just surface level and she only talks about sex as well. And my critique to them would be like, well, obviously you're not listening, because real fans know that, you know, you have your All Things Go, you have your Last Time I Saw You, you have Freedom, you have Save Me, you have a lot of versatility when it comes to messaging, when it comes to Nicki Minaj's music, and you do have it as well for Meg. It's not the same amount, but it's just not good to where you would want to ever go back to it. And I just can't give Megan credit if your music is not good, because what is it doing? Like, what is it doing? I don't know. And so maybe, you know, anybody who disagrees, maybe we can think about other women in rap in the past or whatever who may be ranked high, but their music wasn't good. Like we could say Remy Ma. Like, okay, we know Remy Ma can spit, but Remy Ma will never be really successful because she can't make songs. Like she can't make a mainstream song or whatever. So it's kind of like that, you know. How much can I give a rapper if they just don't make good music? That is kind of my question, and it's something that I'm struggling with. So I definitely look forward to you guys' comments and opinions about that, because I feel like it's a real question for real. There's even fans on Twitter admitting they only stand her for her personality and not her music. That's sad. They blame 1501 for her music being trash, and I believe Carl was helping her when he said no to some of Megan's records. Dead. How you rap that, wake up every day thinking about giving head. Like, you know, it's the music business. You have to make good music. Yeah. She really has to rethink her approach to rap. I agree as well, because it's going to get even worse for her after this, because we've been saying this since I feel like Good News. Then you had Traumazine, which a lot of people said Traumazine was better than this album. I didn't hear Traumazine, so I can't say, but I think like people are really getting tired of Meg at this point, to the point where like the thing about Meg that she had with this era is that because of the Tory Lanez stuff, people actually kind of cared. No, she had a curiosity factor. Like people are curious as to what has Meg been through? What is Meg going through? How do you process this? Like you have that factor of curiosity that a lot of artists don't have. Curiosity is going to make me tune in and stream your album once, because I'm curious about what you've been through and what you have to say. And if too many times you burn that curiosity, next time I swear to God, I ain't gonna give not one fuck. And that's where a lot of people are at if Megan does not make a change. By the way, I really like this picture. I thought this was cute. But yeah, Meg is at her wit's end in terms of the amount of chances that people are willing to give. My other question is, are there any like male rappers, you know, who have like a lot of esteem, a lot of prestige, who you feel like, but they don't really make good music, you know, like I don't really like their music. Like who's a high ranking male rapper that you feel like their music is just not good? Like, is there anybody? Megan can stay afloat for a year or two if she continues the good features, but I think she's peaked commercially. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. Especially Traumazine. I mean, what's this one? Megan sold only 1 more thousand than Traumazine. So yeah, you know, Pusha T, that's probably a good one. You know, and I don't know his catalog. Jay-Z and Meek Mill and Meek Mill. I'm dead. I am so dead. Lil Baby, I'm dead. Y'all don't think Lil Baby coming back?